phone going off and I'm got a little I'm trying to start this video.
Quinn C.J, yeah, screaming.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Quinn C.J. I am a registered nurse and I am your YouTube women's health coach. So some of y'all may not know that not only am I a women's health coach, but I am also an intimacy coach. So I don't have a problem talking about the things that a lot of people have a problem talking about. So I am one of those moms who is extremely open with their children. Now you may not agree with that, but I believe that if they have questions about their bodies or just, you know, questions about guys or any of that stuff in general, I want them to come to me first. I mean, being a women's health coach and an intimacy coach, who else are they supposed to ask? And I'm their mom. So they're pretty good about coming to me with stuff and I'm very grateful for that. But in this video, I asked my teen to ask me questions she's never asked me before. And y'all, I don't know what those questions are, so you're gonna see my honest opinion, my first reaction, and I'm trying to run this without having to do any edits. But we're gonna go ahead and get started. So on the other side of this camera again is my beautiful, lovely I'm choking up already. Pull it together, pull it together. My beautiful, lovely, wonderful daughter. Say hi, daughter.
Hi, daughter.
See what I have to see this? See this? Okay. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started. So, question number 1.
So, what exactly is happening during my period?
Okay, so I got this one, y'all. What is happening during your period? What is actually happening during your period is the body. I'm feeling caught off guard. Okay, wait a minute. I can't believe I get nervous, y'all. Okay, so what's actually going on is that your body is sloughing away all of the materials that it has been pretty much storing in case a baby was to be there. So in case the egg was fertilized, then the body prepares, or a woman's body prepares her uterus by basically saving up stuff, saving up, you know, blood and all those kind of things, so that the baby can have nourishment and cushioning, kind of, sort of. I did that pretty good, I think. Now, back to the question. So let's go ahead with question number 2.
Okay. Is it true that birth control stops cramps or stops your period altogether?
Okay, so depending on the birth control that you're on, it depends on the birth control that you're on. Sometimes birth control pills are prescribed to women that are having, you know, some cramps, or they're having hormonal imbalances and things like that, because it actually will help regulate their cycle and their hormones. You asked me specifically about cramps, and what else?
Your period. Is it true that birth control will stop your period altogether?
Not everybody. Birth control acts very differently on everybody. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Like
the stuff that I have, if I take the pill and I do fine, nothing goes on, it clears my acne, it doesn't mean it's gonna clear your acne and you're gonna be fine. It could make you gain weight, it could make you feel sick. So birth control is just one of those things that's very individualized. So the answer is like, no, none of those things are guaranteed to happen just because you're on birth control. But how many questions you got?
10.
10. Okay, so we might split this video into 2 parts. Actually, I'm thinking about doing a whole back to school series anyway, so definitely consider subscribing by clicking that red subscribe button underneath the video and then tapping that bell so you can be notified every time a new video comes out. So if you're interested in this back to school series, definitely hit the bell so YouTube will send you a notification and you can check out the next video. All right, so moving right along, let's go to question number 3.
So I actually got this question from one of my friends at school. After I told them that my mom was a nurse. And so they asked me, so do condoms provide protection against STDs?
Okay, this is a good question actually, because typically we're told, or we tell and we teach that condoms are what you need to use to protect yourself against STDs, STIs, HIV, all that stuff. But there has been some debate that according to the type of STI it is, you may not be 100% protected. So let me expound upon that a little bit. When it comes to herpes, herpes is transmitted by a lesion. So if someone has a lesion and their lesion touches your skin, then it can be transferred, right? So if you have a condom on, but you have a lesion on the perineum, which is the area around the genitalia, and it touches your skin, even though you have a condom on, and it touches somebody else's. That's the birds of my phone, I apologize. But even if that skin touches somebody else's skin, even if you got a condom on, then you're still exposed. You're still exposed. Let me not try to sugarcoat it. You're still exposed. But condoms are not 100% effective, and that's a part of the reason why we tell, patients it's not 100% effective anyways. So there you go.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay, I'll be sure to tell my friends.
Tell her. Okay. Oh, and let me stop right here. This is a disclaimer. Okay? Now, I am giving my opinion on these questions. So, don't be, taking this nowhere and be like, well, Quinn said blah, 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 blah. And, I did it, no, don't be trying to sue me. I'm sharing information that's based on my opinion only. Okay? Carry on. Question number 4.
Okay, so is it normal to secrete vaginal fluid? If so, what's a normal or safe amount?
Do you mean like anytime? Is it normal?
Yeah, just day-to-day life. You just, yeah.
Yes. Okay, the answer to that is yes. It is normal to have some secretions. Some women have more than others. Now, the only time you really need to worry about that is if you have a foul odor, itching, burning. If anything feels abnormal, then you need to get that checked out by your doctor, your gynecologist. But every woman does have, a little bit of a discharge at time. As long as it's clear, like I said, and it's not causing you any problems, then you're good to go. Especially if you're abstinent, you're probably going to be okay if it's not, like I said, odorous or causing you any kind of irritation.
Okay.
Now, if you think it's like too much going on down there and you're not really having no issues, go to your gynecologist.
Okay, that actually leads me into my next question, which is what's considered a normal vaginal odor or scent?
This is a good question too. I like this. Okay, so let's first dispel the myth that you're not supposed to have no odor. Everybody has some kind of odor. I gotta clap for that one, y'all. Every woman's vagina has some kind of odor. Now, it's not a foul odor. Well, a foul odor is bad. We just got to be talking about that. Foul odors are bad. Fishy smells are bad. Foul odors are bad, But if it's a scent that's not offensive, then you're okay. Because you're supposed to have a little bit of scent down there. That's why a lot of people say, wash with water. You don't need soaps or anything because you don't need to try to change the pH balance or anything that's going on down there because that's natural. The body is amazing, and especially a woman's body. The whole female reproductive system does some amazing, miraculous things. You grow babies in there. That in itself is mind-blowing. So it's self-cleaning. It's just you gonna have a little bit of discharge, and it may have a little smell. It may smell a little clean. It may smell as long as it's not offensive. Everybody's different. But as long as you're not offended or irritated, then you're good. It's normal. Y'all, we are having a lot of fun answering these questions, but she still has several more to go. So we're gonna break this video up into 2 parts. Why am I holding up 3 fingers? For 2 parts.
You probably got excited.
I guess I did, because I'm telling you, I'm excited about this. But we are going to break this video up into 2 parts. So y'all, I'm telling you, go ahead and click the subscribe button, hit the bell so you don't miss it when it comes out. Alright?